This is the Renaissance Men podcast. It's time to go big or go home. Now, here is your host, Stuart Garrett.
Good evening and welcome to episode 212 of the Renaissance Men podcast. I am your host, as always, Stuart Garrett, and Jimmy. I am joined by you. I've mucked that up. I'm joined by my brother, Jimmy the Saint.
Hey, are my kids shouting for me?
They did. Did you not hear it? They were there.
They did. No, I can't hear stings anymore with this new laptop. I can't hear stings. I can't hear mute. All I can hear is you. And that's enough for me, Stu. That's enough.
Yeah. So it should be.
It is enough.
That computer of yours, mate. Oh, I've got no more words to say, really. It appears like you're entering the Matrix from what I've seen from it.
I'd probably just need to add the antivirus software and update it. And all I have on it is Facebook, Word, and this.
And a huge amount of porn.
That's it. Well, naturally.
Naturally.
Loving the shirt. I'm loving the shirt.
Thanks.
I'm so pleased you made an effort for me this week.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because I was again wearing a grey hoodie. I've only got two of them, but I seem to wear them all the time. Well, yeah. When we come to do the show, I inevitably seem to be in a grey hoodie, so I've changed into my summer kingpin shirt, drug dealer, Scarface type shirt. It's a bit too summery for the weather because it's been bloody cold, blowy and wet this week.
Yeah, you bring the sun. You bring the sun. I wore a Hawaiian shirt on Sunday. It was the windiest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm pleased. And the main issue is when you wore the grey hoodie, you look like you're in like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or something.
Yeah, okay.
That was the main issue.
Okay. Juicy fruit. Yeah, etc. Do I look like a Native American?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good. Jimmy the Saint. It's been a fortnight, a long fortnight since we spoke last. How the devil are you, my friend? How are you?
I'm brilliant. I'm absolutely brilliant, Stu. Top of the world. I mean, I think that's mostly down to alcohol.
Well, it helps. Greases the wheels, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say my diet is now sort of 90% booze, and that seems to really get you through. I nearly had a panic attack last night. I woke up in the night having a panic attack, and I was like, "Oh Christ, I think I'm having a heart attack," because that's what panic attack feels like.
Yeah.
And then I went, "Oh, a lovely heart attack." And accidentally, because I embraced death, the heart attack that calmed me down, and the panic attack went, and I was like, "Oh, shame." Didn't even have a go at finishing me off.
It was the acceptance of the sweet, sweet release of death.
Yeah, calmed me down.
How ironic.
Yeah, I know. I should do a YouTube short about how to overcome panic attacks.
Jimmy versus life.
Embrace the sweet taste, the sweet kiss of the Grim Reaper. Delicious.
Other than near-death experiences, how are you all right? Do I need to intervene at any point?
Nah, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, it's good. I've had a few. I'll tell you what else. I got my car serviced, Stu.
Oh yeah.
MOT. It failed, obviously.
Of course.
Because that's my life at the moment.
Yeah.
So I had to get a courtesy car, and the problem is, right? Usually when I take my car for a service, I empty it because it's usually full of rubbish from my children. But this year it was full of rubbish and loads of stuff from a house move. So still in my boot is hats. You know, I love a hat. Shoes, towels, a bowl, DVDs, a DVD player, Wellington boots, just lots of stuff. My boot is full, and I completely forgot to empty it. So when I got to my service and they gave me my courtesy car, I had to move all of that stuff over to the courtesy car and fill a bin bag full of rubbish. And when I drove off, it wasn't too bad. But when I went to pick up my car,
Yeah.
I had to again do the move of all the stuff. And they must have been looking out at me going, does this guy fucking live in his car? What the heck is he doing?
The question I've got to ask is, are you currently living from your car? 'Cause
Yeah, basically I am.
Yeah.
I'm like a wrestler in the 80s when they had to tour and just live in their car. No, it's just loads of stuff that I haven't got room for, so it just lives in my car.
You've accumulated stuff through life. Yeah. Well, that happens. You should see Amanda's car. It's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
I bet it is.
Like a pigsty. Absolute pigsty.
Well,
Anyway.
Does she do the same thing where what I do when a kid opens something and they go, what should I do with this wrapper? And you go, just throw it on the floor. I don't care.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll go in, you'll kind of assume, because I can drive on her car. Or you get into the cockpit. Is there another word for that? Driver's seat.
No,
and
the cockpit, yes.
You're surrounded by a circular film of filth and just stuff, like discarded crisp packets. And these are from Amanda, I would imagine, not Benjamin. Benjamin's fine. His seat, ironically, is probably the tidiest part of the car. The rest is like a ground zero epicenter of rubbish that kind of emanates around from her. It's a sight to behold.
I get it. It happens. Anyone out there, tell us about your car filth.
Yep.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did one of my highlights though for this week was Sunday where I went for a few drinks with a I like to hang out with ladies, Stu.
Yep.
That's
what I've heard.
My ladies who latte and things like that. It's progressed now. It's ladies who like to drink heavily. And Sunday we had a right old a drink up, but unfortunately at one point in one pub both of them started crying about things I won't go into, and I was just sat there in the middle. And it was the second time I've been to that same pub with the same people, and they've cried on both occasions. And the bar staff must just think I'm a man who makes women cry that he's sat with, or I don't know, a philanderer. I want to say philanderer.
I'm thinking more like dirty rotten scoundrel, something like that. Like you're a confidence trickster. Like you're making them weep, so that to then get them to give you money somehow. Fleece them. Yeah.
Well, now you're giving me ideas, Stu.
I know. Well, yeah. I will gladly take a cut from any earnings from said scheme.
Okay, we'll get going. That'll be our other YouTube channel. Yeah. How to scam women. Oh, I say that was a highlight. It was a brilliant day. But
sounds great.
I was with the best people.
Yeah.
But there you go. How's your week been, Stu? Running? You've got the running bug now. How's that all going?
Excuse me. As of last Friday, I completed my first ever 5K. 5K.
Running?
Yes. Non-stop running.
That's brilliant.
Oh, wrong cheer. Sorry. No. Air horn, that. Yeah, air horn. You didn't hear that, but there was an air horn there. Completed 5K, and it wasn't too bad. Really, it wasn't too bad. I was kind of building up quite a lot in my head, thinking, "Oh, how am I going to be able to do this?" But when I was on it, you just kept on going, just kept running, like Forrest Gump. Just kept on running away from my problems. Just things chasing me, and just kept on going, and I did it. Annoyingly though, Amanda did it in a quicker time because she also did a 5K, her first 5K, and I was very pleased for her until the moment we compared times, and she said she'd done it faster than me. So now I'm livid.
How much quicker?
About 5 minutes.
Quite a bit.
Significant amount.
Crikey, that is quite a lot.
I know. I don't know how. But yeah, she did it. But in a perverse way, it's kind of it's laid down the challenge, the gauntlet for me, and it's going to serve as motivation as I crush her times, crush her spirit, and beat her times.
Yes, bring back the patriarchy, Stu, in the house, in the Garrod household.
No, I know. Bless her, she's done ever so well, and she inspired me. So she inspired me to go out and run, and she's going to inspire me again by me trying to beat her time. So it's all good fun, isn't it?
That's amazing.
We feel great. We feel
At
absolutely great.
at the end of it, at the end of the 5K, how tired did you feel? Do you feel like you could have kept going?
Mentally, yes, but my legs were starting to give way. Like not literally, I wasn't like kind of walking like jelly, but I was starting to tighten up and feel it in my legs more than my mind. So yeah, I could have kept going in my head, but physically I was falling to bits a little bit.
I'm picturing, do you remember that amazing video of those two women completing that race and both of their legs just start giving out? You must have seen that. It's brilliant. Both women's legs just start turning to jelly and they just keep falling over and getting up again and going down. And up.
Yeah, it's very much like that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We should find that for the show at some point. But that's brilliant. Stu, what I'd recommend?
Go on.
Do you know what I'd recommend? Moving into miles now. Because you're a runner now. If you can run 3.4 miles or whatever you've run, you're a miles man.
Start the conversion.
Get out the Ks. You only have to do Ks when you can't run the miles. Get in the miles.
Yeah, I believe 5K is 3.1 miles. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
Perhaps I can go to 4 miles.
Yeah, easily. If you can do that, you can do 4. And within no time, you'll be doing 5. I did 5 the other day.
5 miles?
It killed me. Yeah.
Wow.
I was hungover. I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But you'll be there in no time. You'll be there in a couple of months.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it, and I'm still going to keep going. Yeah, absolutely loving it. And I lost 4 pounds this week as well, so I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone.
Stu.
I didn't tell you this,
like Brad Pitt soon.
When I went to Slimming World the week after our last show, my Slimming World instructor, because I'd put on weight again that week, and I've been faffing around and putting on weight and not basically maintaining since Christmas last year.
Have they been shaming you?
Well, she said, and I quote, I don't know if I can keep taking your money, is what she said to me.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. But it's worked because it shamed me into performing. And I lost
say
4
you shouldn't
pounds.
fat shame.
I know it's worked. It's worked a treat, absolute treat. That's my tidbit to the audience, and I will acknowledge you all in due course. Fat shaming is good. There we go.
Some people stand by fat. Some people stand by fat shaming.
Yeah,
they do. I mean, my mum fat shamed me my entire life, and now I have body dysmorphia, and it does keep me stressed and anxious. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. So I've had a similar week this week, and I'm hoping for another good loss on Thursday. So I shall let you know. But yeah, I've got the grip between my teeth now. And
that's good that your fat fighter's woman's got morals though. Like that's like a drug dealer saying, "Yeah, I can't. You've had enough."
It's an intervention.
Yeah,
you've had too many cosmic whips. Stop it. No,
I can't keep taking your money.
I know it worked.
Well, there you go.
Well, other than that, yeah, it's been all right. Benj, bless him, he had to have a tooth removed today. I don't know how I feel about that because I feel like I should be shamed as a parent that his baby tooth got to the point where it's pretty much dead and they had to remove it to cure an abscess.
That's not your fault.
I know, but it feels like it should be my fault or our fault.
But you can because one of my sons had to have a tooth removed, and it's because the other one was growing through, but this one just wouldn't go, so they had to just take it out, and it came out very easily at the dentist's apparently. But what was the issue here? Was it?
It was rotting.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to give him Coke for breakfast.
Yeah, I know. But no, he's all right. But he, I don't know. I just feel a certain amount of shame on that, and I don't know if I should.
More shame.
Or what. Yeah.
Dad shaming.
Yeah,
Oh,
teeth shaming. Who knows? But he's fine, and the abscess has gone down. But at the end of the day, I don't brush his teeth. That's on him. That's what I'll say. I'll give it a few weeks, and then I'll use this as a learning point for him about the importance of flossing. You know,
the
Just
kids
saying.
floss.
Well, apparently he should, because he's inherited my really tight teeth. I've got a lot of teeth in a small space, and his mum has really soft teeth. I didn't know this, but you can get different like densities of teeth.
Right.
Some teeth are softer than others, and he's
Yeah.
got the best of both worlds.
He's got tight,
He's
soft
got
teeth.
my crooked as arse teeth, and his mum's putty teeth. He's got no hope.
You wonder
Yeah.
why we have them. You wonder
Mm.
why we have them. They never inherit the good bits.
No. Phoenix, welcome, Phoenix. As always, you're right, Stu. 8 of my baby teeth were pulled out. Wow. I didn't forgive my mother. Is that something in the Welsh water? Christ.
What?
8 of them.
Hang on, yeah. Why was they pulled out? Were they pulled out because they were rotten?
Manky?
Or,
Were they manky? Do let us know.
or
Welcome,
just
by the way.
needed to go?
Just yeah, cosmetic. They had to be removed. Who else we got? We've got Neil J. Welcome, Neil. Poor Bench. Yeah, let's not give him too much sympathy. He's getting a good payout by the Tooth Fairy tonight.
Neil put another comment on about the AI podcasters.
Yes, that was amazing. I shared that with Jimmy.
That is
Neil,
something we need to talk about on the show.
Yeah. Neil,
incredible.
There's a tool out there that I believe is created by Google that if you, it's an AI tool that if you point it towards something, i.e. a document, or I guess in our case, a video or an MP3 audio file, something like that, then it will create a AI podcast where they're discussing the item that you've pointed it towards. So Neil did this for the last episode of the podcast, and it was weird because you had 2 AI people who sounded natural as anything talking about the content of our last podcast. When that is weird, wasn't it, Jimmy? It was weird.
It was
Absolutely.
scary. It was scary. 13 minutes. 30 wasn't short. 13 minutes of these 2 not real people using our names, talking about what we had talked about, making sort of jokes. What I did notice was they got a lot of the time they got it wrong who said what.
Yes, they did
get that. They did. That was wrong a lot. But part of it, I mean, I found it scary to listen to. It was weird listening to it.
Yeah, it was. It was. Phoenix has come back with an update on her teeth. They wouldn't fall out, and the biggies were poking through. I look like a fucking shark.
Yeah, two rows of teeth.
Wow.
Gross.
Yeah.
Bet you could chew your steak all right though.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, steak knife. Neil says, it's called Notebook LM, and it's by Google. There we go. Scary stuff.
People try it. It's weird.
Do try it. I've got I do have a confession.
Oh no. More shame.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of shame involved with this. And it goes back to AI, and you know my story about my AI voice and the payout that I received for people using my voice.
Yeah, you got like 20 quid or something, yeah.
Yeah. Turns out I misread the email that I received, and it was actually me paying them for the subscription to be able to do the voice. So I've had no payout. So I had to go back to Amanda with my tail between my legs and say,
oh no.
Actually, I hope you haven't spent that £20 already in your head, because we're not getting
20.
In fact, I think I've earned about $2. So yeah.
Did you pay it? Did you pay it?
Yeah, it was a notification of the payment coming out, because if you remember, I said you do have to be a member initially to use the Pro Tools to get the good clone of your voice. You can then quit it and you don't need to sub anymore. But I'd forgotten about it, and I just read this email at a quick glance, thinking in my head, "Oh yes, I'm going to be paid." Yeah. No, it was an invoice for me to pay them. Yeah.
Oh God! Well, I hope Rock made the money he thought he was making and not got invoiced 700 quid
a week. Yeah,
Oh,
this is
God.
hilarious. Okay, yeah, whatever, Neil. Whatever.
Oh, maybe I won't get my dad to sign up.
Yeah, it's fine, but just don't expect the quick financial rewards that I may have alluded to, and
So, or is it £20 a month?
Yes, but you only have to do it once. You only have to do it once. And in fact, you might even be able to get a free trial and do it within that free trial.
Okay,
It's
so
still worth doing. Yeah, it's free
your
money.
voice is
Really.
still on there,
Oh yeah, it's still on there and still available for people to use.
available for purchase if you're out there.
Yes, please.
And
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
you won't have to pay any more money.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I've cancelled the subscription, so we're all good.
Right. So
we're all good.
Well, why would one subscribe?
Because you needed the level of subscription that you had to go with, which was the £20 a month. That got you the professional AI modeling. So
right,
that's you get access to the tier of AI clone. They do a better quality of clone of your voice to then allow you to put it on the marketplace.
right.
So yeah, but once you've paid that first amount and got your clone on there, then you can finish the membership.
Brilliant.
Which I clearly forgot, but there we go.
That's fine. You did your best.
You live and learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually negative. All right. Whatever. Negative $18. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Stop rubbing it in.
But I think that's about it, Jimmy T. Really, that's about my fortnight. Really.
That's my fortnight.
Yeah. Have I missed anyone in the chat so far? I don't think I have. If you are in the chat, do say hello. Whilst before we move on, let's just tell people how they can support the show. There's a whole variety of ways that one can do that. Of course, you are over here on YouTube, so please do like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to know when we go live next. And of course, if you want to donate to the show, all funds received will get pumped back into promoting our videos and spreading the good word, the gospel of the Renaissance Men. You can head over to kofi.com/RenaissanceCast. That's kofi.com/RenaissanceCast and donate any amount over there. There we go, Jimmy the Saint. Right, what we got? Okay, let's take a look around the channel, shall we? See what we've been up to in these last 2 weeks in that segment we call Around the Channel. Here we are, around the channel. Jimmy, oh, what the hell is that? I don't want that, do I? Wrong,
I'll tell you what I get, Stu, when the sting that everyone out there heard, the down, yeah. I get this.
Where did you buy your PC from?
It really doesn't hype me up. I used to get really hyped by the sting.
Yeah.
Now I get
Wet fart.
Where did I get it from? From PC World.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough. I thought you was going to say
And
like Emu or something.
No, PC World. It's a gaming computer. It's got gigabyte stuff. Like it's a good computer. It's a good laptop. I don't know what's happened.
It just needs updating. That's what I'm saying. We've had this conversation.
I know. Right. What have you been up to, Stu, on the channel? You've been putting stuff out?
I have. Phoenix says, I think this laptop fell off the back of a lorry. It does sound like it, doesn't it? Yeah, it does sound like it. I've been up to a few bits and pieces. I couldn't remember if I'd mentioned some of these last episode. Did I mention the oh, hold on. Let's go back here. Oh, good Lord. Let me go back. No. Bear with us. Bear with us. There we go. Sorry.
There we are.
Had I mentioned the latest VR video, which was me and Benj playing Animal Company, where he shot me in the face and I got miserable? I had to go at him.
No.
Did I not mention this? This is me and Benj playing Animal Company. We're doing a few. I'm going to mute it. He's quite annoying. We're doing a few VR videos at the moment, playing some VR games, testing them out. Oh, Phoenix says I've covered it, but go check it out. More VR videos to come. But this was quite funny because he shot me in the head, and I cut it out, but it was a bit. Yeah.
Why'd you get angry with him?
Because he just shot me in the face and I lost all my stuff in the game. The loot that you collect.
Yes.
Actually, this was probably whilst you were having your technical issues, as Phoenix says. So you would have missed this. But yeah, a VR game called Animal Company where you are gorillas and you go out and do missions and collect loot that you then sell. It's good fun. But
I'd say
shot me in the head with a shotgun.
Yeah, I'd say shame, Stu. More shame for you shouting at your poor child for just playing the game.
Yeah, parenting shame. Oh, it's a very shame-filled episode, isn't it?
So much shame. So much shame.
I do have another VR video in the pipeline, but
more
on that later. More on that later.
Oh, nice.
And I have also been playing a lot of Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which is a digital version of collecting Pokemon cards, Jimmy the Saint.
Right. Okay. So I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Do you have to buy packs of cards like you would do if you were buying a pack of Pokemon cards?
It's completely free to play. So every 24 hours, you get 2 packs of Pokemon cards that you can open for free. And there's 5 cards in each, whereas in a traditional pack of Pokemon cards in real life has 10 cards. So it's a slightly tweaked version of the trading card system that they've got going. But you can play the game. It's a very simplified version of Pokemon, the trading card game. But it's just very addictive, as you can imagine. You open these packs, you get cards of varying rarities and amazing artwork. And it's just it's a phenomenon because it's earned like millions of bucks since it's come out. Maybe even billions. I'm going to say billions.
Well, how do they make money?
Well, where do you play? You can buy, for want of a better term, you can buy the packs. The system works, like I say, you can open pack every 12 hours, but you can earn these little hourglasses that will reduce that time. And you can pay for those hourglasses. So in effect, you can pay for packs if you want. I don't and haven't. So I'm playing it completely free.
And what are you playing it on?
This is on all your handheld devices, like your phones, your Android phones, your iPhones, all the phones.
All the phones. And you're playing just randos, other losers?
Yes, you can play you can play randos / losers. I do have some friends on there. Phoenix being one of them. Seddon's on there. A few people from the Discord are on there.
Nice.
They are bringing in a mechanic to trade cards, so that's what we're waiting for. Because then you can obviously trade cards between each other and complete your collections. But yeah, I'm at that point in the game now where I'm opening packs and I'm getting nothing that I need. They're all gotsies,
I've just invented a game.
Yep.
It's like this, but it's strip Pokemon. So for your perverts, your loser perverts. And how do you make sure that person flashes a nipple or something? I guess if they don't do it, they get their cards taken away from them.
Yeah.
And if you have to say yes, I saw their willy or whatever, you have to click the willy button. Right.
So me as the user would have to get naked.
You just have the cards
of naked Pokemon. I'm not getting the concept.
Oh yeah, the user gets naked. So you play Pokemon. It's like strip poker, but it's strip Pokemon.
I like it. It's good pun.
And you might as well stick tits on the Pokemon as well for laughs.
Yep.
But yeah, then you've got to flash your bits.
I think there's a potential here. It's probably been done, isn't it? Let's be honest. Probably
I don't know.
Been done.
I haven't heard of it. Can we Google that? Can someone in the chat Google strip Pokemon and see what they get?
Let us know your results
if this has been done.
Yeah. But
if we don't do it, MB will. So.
So I did a bit of a stream last Friday, just opening some packs. Oh, whenever it was, not last Friday. Yeah, at some point. So it's fun. It's a fun little toilet game. You sit on the toilet. We got a few minutes to spare. Just open the packs and away you go. So go check that out. Go see some of my pulls on the Pokemon TCG Pocket game / app, whatever you want to call it. And I think that might be it for the channel wise.
Nice comment from Miss Phoenix there. Interesting concept.
Pikatits. Yeah.
Pikatits. Yeah.
Yes, because you're taking a peek at it. Yes.
Oh, that is good.
That's
layered.
Isn't it? It's good.
That is layered. Any other Pokemon nude puns in the chat? Feel free to put them forward.
Yes, please. If you didn't know, we are on Spotify now. So if you wish to consume our podcast audibly whilst on the commute, on the bus, wherever you want to be during work, then you can find us on Spotify. It's only an audio version of the podcast. I know you can get video podcasts on that, but yeah, feel free to go follow us, and you'll get access to. I think we go back to episode. I can't remember now. They were all on it, but they're not anymore. Episode 204. So there you go. You can each new episode will go on there. So if that's your thing, then let's do that. Let's not talk about my favorite Pokemon, Squirtle. Brilliant.
Nice. And there's another one before that.
Pokey your mum.
Poke your mum.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah, that works.
Yes, it bloody
bit graphic.
does. No, it's fine.
Jiggly Puss. Is that one?
Oh, that's good, Jimmy. Neil says it's on Reddit. Sort of the concept of strip poker, except while playing Pokemon TCG, anyone who loses a Pokemon strips something off. Loser is stark naked.
You can't beat the perverts.
No,
you can't beat them.
Reddit's come up trumps again. Good old Reddit.
They've already come up with it.
Yep.
I hope Poke Your Mum was a Pokemon pun and not just a rude Dorblin on our comment section.
Yeah, possibly. If you do want to take your Renaissance Men experience further, then you can join the Discord, the Guff Divers. The link is in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. Got some amazing breaking news. Jimmy the Saint is in the Discord.
I am. I joined today.
Doesn't know what he's doing, but it's fine.
No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You'll learn. I had to walk him through.
I won't.
No, he won't. But you're responding to messages. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. If people talk to you, just reply. It's fine.
Okay, I can do that.
That's all you need.
I can do that.
All you need. That's all. Bring the wit, and you'll be fine. Yeah, Phoenix. He has finally made it. So I've got them all. Like a Pokemon collection. I've got them all. Jimmy the Saint, Midian, Midge, DRB, Seddon. They're all on there. There's a few others, but they're fine. But I've collected most of them all. We're good. I'm now going to close the Discord because I've completed it. I won't. Nice. Come on, and we'll chat. Just chat geeky things. It's fine. Neil, that's breaking news indeed. Yeah. There we go, Neil.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Complimented me on my iced buns. Yeah. Yes, you did.
I certainly did.
Mm-hmm.
Stu.
Yes, Jimmy.
I've noticed in the notes we've got some Ask Us Anything questions.
We have got some Ask Us Anything questions. What a wonderful segue. Are you trying to rush us along? Have you got somewhere to be?
Well, you just yawned a minute ago, so I thought I'd better keep things moving before you just relax and just chill and just sit there and spark up a doobie.
That's a fair point. It is a fair point. Yeah, we've got some questions from the audience. Let's answer them in Ask Us Anything. Sorry, crack off. Crack off? No, crack open.
It's that Pokemon, this new Pokemon's got you all excited.
Another non-alcoholic G&T, I hasten to add. He's only half a sin on Slimming World. That's brilliant. Anyone partaking in Slimming World and like a G&T, Tesco alcohol-free, sugar-free tonic. There's basically nothing in it. It's just water.
Have we been sponsored?
No, we should be, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, but they're very nice. You know, gives you that G&T flavour without the buzz.
What's the point in that?
I know. I'm just trying to think. I don't think there is one, actually.
Well, that said, I'm drinking 0% Guinnesses.
Oh, dear. Well, yeah. We're of an age now, aren't we? Really, where we
This is good. It gives you the black
the black turds
without the buzz.
Lovely stuff. Ask us anything. So this is a concept where people who are in the Discord get the chance to ask us a question, any question they like. It's one of the exclusive perks of being a Discord member. So if you do want to ask us a question, then feel free to log on to the Guff Divers and join us over there. Link is in the chat. But we've got 2 questions. The first is from Neil J, who is again a Discord member. He asks, what is the one YouTube channel that you're subscribed to that might be surprising to us? Any rogue YouTube subscriptions in there, Jimmy?
I don't know. I think I'd have to have a look.
It's exactly what I did.
My kids do often subscribe to things.
Yes, this is the problem I had, Jimmy. It's very, very funny you say that, because I was going through mine to see what subs I had, and a lot of them were, what the hell is it? I don't remember subscribing to this. It's like child content creators. And believe me, I did not sub to them.
I don't believe you. But yeah, they do. It does throw you a bit when you. It mucks up your algorithm, doesn't it?
Yeah, algorithms shot to bits. Don't know about yours, but I get like a lot of VR monkey videos now, because that's what Benji's. That's just his thing. But one channel I did spot. Now, perhaps I'll get it up. Let's get it up live, shall we? And I don't quite know why I've subscribed to it. Bear with whilst I go live.
Seeing Gary Barlow I subscribed to quite
interesting.
Some time ago. I think that was back in lockdown when he was releasing videos where he was singing with another singer, and I used to quite enjoy that. Do you remember when life was good in lockdown?
Yeah. Where are mine?
That's probably the weirdest one. Gary Barlow, I reckon. Loads of right wing stuff, obviously.
Obs. Yeah. Where are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of football stuff, culture stuff, a lot of gaming stuff. Lots of Benjamin stuff, usual geek stuff, Star Wars, blah blah blah. But this,
I mean, my TikTok's a different story.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I wouldn't go there.
Yeah, where was it? I want to find it so I can bring it up. Oh God,
that'd be good.
God.
I'll tell you one thing I do subscribe to on YouTube, which is a chap who I've known for years called Adam Phillis, and he's from where I live, and he sort of sits there topless playing dance music, drinking vodka and smoking weed, which is none of that is my type of thing, but I just like to look in occasionally and listen to some of the strange things he's coming out with, and he always goes, Jimmy in the house, and I like hearing other YouTubers shout my names. That's why I do it. I do that a lot on TikTok, to be honest. I go into the live TikToks where someone's got like 2 people watching them. I don't know why they do it. I'm thinking I might start doing it, Stu. Just live TikToking.
Yeah.
But people have like 2 people watch.
Where's he gone? Where the hell's he gone? His bloody PC. Oh my Lord! Did you see did you see the shock on my face? What do I do now? What do I do? Anyway, well, I'll show you my my strange subscription, and it's Chucklevision Entertainment. This is like every single episode of Chucklevision in one channel. I don't know if it's official or what, but I think it's someone just doing the Lord's work, updating and posting every single episode of Chucklevision, because why not? Why wouldn't you want that? For some reason that I subscribe to that, and that I know I subscribe to that. That isn't a Benjamin subscription. That's me. That's all me. Yeah. So there we go. Chucklevision Entertainment. Feel free to subscribe as well if you like. It's out there. I'm at a loss now because I kind of need Jimmy. Oh, if his PC's doing an update, I'll be livid. Absolutely livid. How are we, chat? Anyway, I'll come over to the chat. Hi, how are you? Neil. Neil says he's probably gone over to TikTok. That's highly likely. Highly likely. It sounded like he was taking a detour in his career, really, didn't it? Starting up some dance music. Yeah, smoking a doobie, drinking some rum. Hopefully he's taken his top off. Yeah. If you like. So Neil, YouTube Premium. So are you telling me then that you can have? Oh, here we go. Live message from Jimmy the Saint. Back ASAP. Okay. YouTube Premium. So do you get like separate subscription feeds for that? What? So I wouldn't have to have. Would Ben have to have his own YouTube account? How does that work? Fill me in whilst I fill in. You fill me whilst I fill in. You know, Philception. I think I'm doing quite good. Thank you for the question, Neil. By the way, I won't. I don't want to go on to the next question because I think it'll be Jimmy the Saint Gold. Yeah, ASAP equals a fortnight, probably. Oh dear. Well, what's he saying? Internet gone. Oh, good. It's here.
I'm back.
Oh, I think I successfully filled. I think that was fine.
What
I don't think anyone would have noticed.
Well, I was talking about listening to on YouTube, and then you froze, and I was like, "Oh, is he frozen or have I frozen?" Yeah. Didn't know I'd frozen. But did you show him the weird one you listened to on YouTube?
Yeah, it's a Chucklevision Entertainment.
Well, I would have guessed that.
Yeah, how cool is that? Someone doing the, as I said, someone doing the Lord's work, just uploading every episode of Chucklevision onto YouTube. Fabulous.
Do you ever watch them?
Yes, occasionally.
They are very good.
Yeah. To be fair, I did sub because I for some reason I wanted to get Benjamin into Chucklevision, like it's, I don't know, The Wire or something.
I reckon we could get the last remaining Chuckle on the podcast if we tried. Reckon? I reckon it wouldn't cost a lot. Yeah, £100 tops.
Yeah, to me, to you, all that. I wonder how many times they said to me, to you. Yeah, that's a good question. Lot. Someone must have the stats on that. Okay, Neil's going on about YouTube accounts. Your accounts have to be linked, but my brother lives in Korea, so you don't have to be living close to each other even. Okay, so Neil has a family YouTube account, so it gets around having to have your kids on your own YouTube account. They could probably have their own thing. Nice. And get no ads, I would imagine. Yeah.
Oh, imagine that. That's living the dream.
No ads Jimmy,
on YouTube. Living the dream.
I'm glad you're back because the second question, I feel, is more directed and pertinent to yourself.
Okay.
And that question is from Phoenix. And she asks, what's the weirdest thing you've done in public?
Why is that me? Why me? Depends what you consider public.
Yeah.
How many people need to be around?
I mean, if I'm gonna do the story I've done before on the podcast and is always my go-to for doing something ridiculous in public.
Is this your poo story?
Yes, it is my poo story. Do I go there again? Have people heard it?
Comes out once a year. Comes out once a year, the poo story. Yeah. No, tell it again because we must have new listeners who haven't heard your poo story.
But I mean, it's not in public in the sense that it was in a public place, and I was on my own, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a work cubicle having a poo, and after having a poo, I had the misfortune of not checking that it was flushing before doing my poo. Usually I do just a quick flush just to test it, make sure.
Do you?
I do now, yes.
Right, yeah.
But at the time, I didn't do this. But so I just merrily, and I guess this is a warning to you all. So I went for a poo, not realizing that it wouldn't flush. The
I can't believe you still tell this story.
I know
It never gets a nice reaction.
no, I know.
Come on,
So anyway,
tell the filth.
obviously it wouldn't flush. So I didn't want to be that person that just left it there. Now, geographically, the two toilets at work were, I would say, about 2 meters apart in separate cubicles. So I imagine I had done the poo in the left-hand cubicle. What I decided to do was wrap my hands in toilet paper.
Yep.
Quite a lot of toilet paper, and kind of scoop and, as I say, cradle it like a little bird from one toilet to the other, to then allow me to flush it down the other toilet. Now, I think that's quite considerate.
I think it's
personally.
incredibly considerate.
Probably overly
you picked up your own. You picked up your own shit. Did you have to go into the water to get it, or was it floating on top of the water because you ate so many fatty foods?
That's a good question. I don't remember delving too much. It's more like a scoop. I think, let's say it's floating.
It's floating.
Scooped it up like a
wrapped
your
your
bird.
hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bird. Tweet, and then kind of released it into the other cubicle and flushed it, and away we went. And then just strutted out the toilets as if nothing had happened.
Yeah, and so it was just one log.
Yeah, just the one.
That was lucky as well. That was
I know,
lucky.
yeah, and it was solid, so it was all good.
Yeah.
That score. I've always been quite good with that. But yeah,
It's like it's lucky though. Two cubicles were near each other, and you didn't have to go across the hallway.
Yeah,
stand back.
There's a bomb. Or down a flight of stairs or something like that. Yeah, it was very, I was lucky, and I think that probably persuaded me to go through with it. The fact that I could just kind of like yeet it.
Nice of you. Many people would have just left the toilet and gone, well,
whatever,
it's there.
Deal with that. Deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I could you have not have lifted the system of the toilet and pushed down to get water cut? Could you not have, before you picked up shit? Could you not have tried a bit of basic plumbing?
Explore other options. Yeah. I did go to DEFCON 1 quite quickly, didn't I?
You panicked, didn't you? You panicked. You went, how can I get rid of the evidence?
I think the problem was it wouldn't flush because the water level was so high. It was clearly blocked from the previous incumbent. Right. So there was no flushing it away, and it was just there.
It's a lovely thing to do, Stu.
This was on my mind, Phoenix. So I know you're showing some disgust and shock in the chat. That's fine, but I panicked, and that's what happened. So
some people may have thought you was doing what's known as is it
the
called
Lord's
farming? I was told about a sexual act a long time ago called farming. Okay. Where one would see someone who they liked in a bar, and they would go to the toilets before that person went in, and I think you'd put toilet paper or block the toilet like someone did with you. Then that person would have a poo. Then the farmer would go and get the poo, put it in a Tupperware pot, take it home, freeze it, and then once frozen, use it as in whatever way they want to use it. So much work, so much effort, doesn't really seem worth it. But if someone would have walked in on you, they may have gone, farmer. Who's farming? Whose was it?
Dirty Farmer Giles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. No, I just walked out without washing. Of course, I wash my hands.
Got some interesting ones you missed, Stu, about the Chuckle Brothers.
Oh, hold on. Let's do
Biggity Tip.
Biggity, yep, him or her. On Instagram, a girl on a first date went back to her parents, did a huge poo, couldn't flush it, so flushed it out and popped it in her cat's litter tray. That's brilliant.
That's clever.
Now
I know who this. Are you sure this was someone on Instagram? And this isn't just this isn't one of your little stories.
Yeah. But that is genius. But imagine if you were the person discovering that what I assume is a
go to the next
human-sized
message.
turd.
Go to the next message, Stu.
He knew and messaged and asked why she left the poo. Oh, okay, so they were rumbled. I think it's quite hard to disguise, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because cat's poo is not as giant a giant log. I think that's a true story rather than Instagram. Knowing Biggity Tip. Another thing was Sophie from Gogglebox, or Googlebox, as they've put, Paul Chuckle's daughter. That is interesting, isn't it?
Who knew? Well, obviously, Biggity Tip. Biggity Tip? Biggity Tip.
Yeah. I wonder if she's ever
indeed it is
shat in a cat litter tray or farmed. I'm trying to think of the weirdest thing I've done in public.
Beat that, do you mean to say?
I did once at a Christmas party get up. I went, it was Secret Santa, an office Christmas party.
Yep.
And it was in a pub in London, and someone had got one of those Borat mankinis.
Yes.
And no one was going to put it on. And it was what's the point of it being here?
Oh, you didn't.
What's the point of it being? Yeah, I went off to the toilets and took all my clothes off and put the Borat mankini on and came out and danced on a table. I've definitely danced on a pool table in a thong before in France in a pub. But that was for Euros. That was I was low on funds, so I needed to dance for your money. I had to be a private dancer.
Do you mean the Eurovision or the European Football Championships?
No, money. I needed some euros. I was in France. Hey, I wasn't celebrating the football. I needed cash.
Come on, England.
I'm in a thong. No, I needed cash, and some people went, if you do that, we'll pay you some cash.
I completely misunderstood, but there we go.
Is that weird, though?
What?
I guess it's a bit weird. Don't see it every day.
No, knowing you, that's not weird. That's more than what I expected, to be honest. Quite tame, really, I thought.
Yeah, weird for me, I guess, would be like helping an old lady
farming.
who's fallen. Help an old lady farm. Yeah.
All that, yeah.
Yeah.
Eurovision
farming. We'll just go with farming.
Celebration twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. I hope they were sufficient. Phoenix, are you satisfied now? Hopefully you are.
I hope so.
There we go. That was Ask Us Anything. As I say, you can ask us a question every show. Just come and join us in the Guff Divers Discord, link in the chat. And ask away. We've got a few still left to do. But yeah, we will need some more at some point. So please do get those in. There's a special thread on there to ask your questions. So ask away. Jimmy the Saint. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this show, where we discuss what the hell we've been up to this past fortnight in a segment we like to call The Week in Geek. It's The Week in Geek. Did you get anything there? Was it still again? I'm Rob.
I got. It was a bit better. Just a comment in the comment section from Phoenix.
Yep.
So Stu cradled his own shit and Jimmy wore a thong.
Yeah.
Not what I expected. I wonder what she did expect. What did you expect? Yeah. I mean, Stu's story is weirder than mine. Wearing a thong or a mankini in public's not that weird. Stu's story is like the act of a fucking man who's lost the plot.
Yeah, I could have been having a mental breakdown at that point. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, if it was a month? If there's a month with an R in the? Is that when you have mental breakdowns?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's when you can eat mussels. Sorry.
Right,
you can geek, Stu.
Jimmy the Saint. Well, it's a whole wide range of stuff we've been up to this week in the Week in Geek. Where should we begin? Should we go with Hot Frosty?
Yes.
Do you mind indulging me?
No, I want to hear about Hot Frosty. I'm excited.
Hot Frosty. Well, it was the hot takes that got us excited 2 or 3 shows ago. We reacted to, I thought, was just an innocuous film that looked really shit. Surprisingly, Jimmy and I think DRB was there. They seemed to really quite like the look of the trailer. I was shocked, to be honest. Quite frankly, shocked.
Do you know what, Stu? I can't remember it. I can't remember the trailer.
Okay.
I think I may have had a few drinks and I can't remember the
Yeah,
trailer.
it's quite possible that alcohol did grease the wheels of the reaction, but that's fine. But you know, the film is now out on Netflix, and I decided to give it a go on Sunday night. You know, we were feeling a bit Christmassy. You know, November is almost at an end, so that we tick over to, you know, Christmas being at the forefront of our thoughts. And I thought, well, let's get in the spirit. I like the trailer. This feels like I should watch this, and we did. Myself and Amanda sat down and watched Hot Frosty. I'm trying to find the link to the trailer, so forgive me. Whilst
That's okay. I was wondering why it wasn't on the screen. Going,
yeah,
you're not going to bring it up. It's not
Oh,
gonna
well.
I mean, from what I remember, it was a snowman.
Yeah,
And a woman put a carrot and cock and balls on it.
no.
And it
Well,
turned into a sexy man.
yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, there we go. So this is her from Mean Girls. I forget the actress name. I can't get that up on another
That's
screen.
right. We said the only one who didn't make it after Mean Girls. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember now. It's all coming back to me.
That woman in the cut. That's Lauren Holly. Would you believe it?
Who's Lauren Holly?
You know, who was in Dumb and Dumber? Is she still married to Jim Carrey, or was in a relationship with Jim Carrey?
Oh, what? She's Swanson. She's that woman. Samsonite.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. And it's got those two in it who are brilliant.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn Nine-Nine and oh god, loads of things, aren't they?
So essentially, this film. Do you know? I'm gonna take the trailer off because I need to know the actors' names.
I'm excited about it again. I forgot. It's a good cast. Was it good?
Do you know what? I didn't go in expecting it to be good, but I really bloody enjoyed it. I really did. And I feel some sense of shame about that. I can't I can't help it, but I feel ashamed that I liked it because I don't feel I should like it. It's very much a Hallmark film, you know, one of those films that you get on Channel 5 of an afternoon, a Sunday afternoon usually, where it's a romantic, a light, fluffy romantic story with a nice happy ending, lots of kind of Christmas stuff in it, you know, and it's and it is very much that. But
a little bit of meta there, wasn't there? Because they were watching another Christmas movie.
Yeah.
With Lindsay Lohan, and obviously she was in. And what did she say there? I really recognise that girl. They were in Mean Girls together.
Yeah, she says, "Oh yeah, she reminds me of a girl I went to high school with." They did in Mean Girls.
Is she playing the same character? Is it a sequel to Mean Girls?
I don't know.
Is it just a little meta joke?
The wider Mean Girls universe that we are craving for.
The MGU.
Yeah. So, you know, it is very much a Hallmark type film, and you know the plot is very light, but why can't I just find the fucking actresses and actors from this film?
I don't know. You have a go at me for not being able to use the internet, but you seem to be really struggling tonight.
I am.
Stu, look, don't get stressed.
Lacey Chabert is her name. She plays Kathy Barrett, who is a widower.
Bless her.
I know it's kind of a dark turn in the film, where her partner has died of cancer, and she kind of lives in this little kind of very picturesque American village called Hope Springs, and they have a ice sculpting competition. Somebody sculpts a hunk, like the torso of a hunk, and this woman gives Lacey this scarf that she can wrap around, and apparently strange magical things have happened to this scarf before. She wraps it around this snowman thinking, oh, you have it, I don't need it. And the snowman comes to life as Dustin Milligan, who plays Jack Snowman. That's the character's name.
No,
it is Jack Snowman.
How long did it take him? Surely it's Snowman, isn't it?
Do you know what? They don't actually say his surname. I'm only looking,
Right.
but I'm only saying that because that's what it's listed as on the IMDb cast page. Jack Snowman.
Yeah. Can you bring that up?
Indeed, of course.
Usually we bring them up, don't we?
Yeah.
We like to see it. Mixes things up a bit.
Jack then proceeds to melt the heart of
Nice.
Kathy / Lacey and the wider village of Hope Springs. Sorry, I'm what up. And you know what? What I liked about it was not just the light and frothy nature of it, because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you do need that in your life. Just watching a film that you can kind of just turn off and have in the background, and it just gives you good vibes, and you don't have to invest too much into it, and you have a happy ending, and you go away happy. I'm going to say this did have a little bit of depth to it.
Ooh.
I think so. Others may disagree, but I think Lacey, who was Kathy, the widower who falls in love with Jack. Spoilers. She is kind of trying to overcome her grief, and she's trying to learn to love herself. And that's a direct quote from the film. She's trying to love herself before she can love someone else. And Jack, as the snowman, helps her to help herself love herself, and therefore you see the growth in her character. And I really liked it. I really did.
I can tell, Stu. And I think there's been years where I've really liked a shit Christmas film, and I've told you about it. Sometimes there was once one with, I think it was with Lindsay Lohan. I think it was the one they were watching. It was a Netflix one, and I really quite enjoyed that. Pile of tripe. But I'll tell you what, your character had a story arc, which is a lot more than what a lot of films do these days.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly when the characters don't have an arc, and if they had an arc, that's good. At least there's a story there.
Yeah, some Star Wars and MCU films don't have that.
Correct.
Correct. But yeah, this does have an arc. What I would say is lacking a bit of an antagonist to it. I mean, it's meant to be Craig Robinson as the sheriff, who doesn't like the face of the new guy in town and is naturally very suspicious of him. And that's the kind of the antagonistic thread throughout the film, which is very light and is just there. But it has a great sense of place. It's like Hoobie Halloween. It wasn't amazing. Granted, it's not a good film, but it had a good sense of place and time. It was good at building its world, in that it was set in a holiday, and that's very easy to do. But this did that. I don't know. I just like it.
Where would you rate it on? With some of the top Christmas movies out there. Obviously it's not Vacation.
No,
but would you put it up there with like Deck the Halls?
Oh God, is that the one with Danny
DeVito and the guy who killed people?
I'd put it up there with
Ferris Bueller.
No, the Christmas with the
Cranks.
Yeah, I'd say it's up there.
Yeah. It's
that
up
kind
there.
Of tier. Yeah, it's that tier.
That's I'd say that's a C tier. Or maybe a D.
Very much so. Yeah, CD. I think that's fine. Probably more C than D. Yeah, I would watch it again next Christmas. I would put it in my Christmas rotation.
I need to get with some friends and watch that. It seems like saying it's worth watching with some other people rather than on your own.
Yeah, but don't get that group together specifically because of what I said. I don't want to be the one that's got you together and you watch this and then you hate it.
We're going to.
I'm not entirely confident.
I'm not watching this film on my own, Stu. I know there's some people out there. Miss Phoenix might watch it on her own.
My only fear is that what I'm like. I do like the underdog, and I do like latching onto something that's predominantly considered shit. Yes, and this could be one of those occasions. So I fully appreciate I might be in the minority, but I really did enjoy Hot Frosty for what it was. And I think it's not because it's a really excellent film. I think it's because of how surprised at how good it was. I was, it was my expectation. It was over exceeding my expectations. Yeah.
Well, that's like the first Iron Man movie. No one sort of knew what to, and then it birthed the MCU. Miss Phoenix just come up with a good idea. Discord watch along, Jimmy. I'd be up for that.
Do it.
One evening.
Good
sit
luck
around
trying to
drinking
figure it out for
Baileys.
Jimmy. That's all I can say. Good luck getting him to technologically do that. All right, Phoenix. Yeah, you do that. Over to you, love.
Right. Well, before we carry on slagging off my technical know-how,
I'm sorry.
Stu,
Yes.
you've been watching something Christmassy. I haven't been watching anything Christmassy, unless you consider two men punching each other violently Christmassy.
Well,
But yeah, some households.
yeah, exactly.
I watched the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul boxing match.
Okay, yeah. The much maligned fight, I think, since.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you say? Is that fair
Yeah.
to say? Did you pay for
Yeah,
it?
if I knew
Or...
what that word meant. Well, it was on it was on Netflix.
I
So
see. Of course
free.
it was. Yes, of course.
So that's why I was definitely going to watch it. I love Mike Tyson. I think he's not. I don't think he's a nice man. Don't get me wrong. But he's a one-off.
I think I'll have to show this in 10-second chunks so we don't get copyrighted.
Probably. He's a one-off. Do you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah.
Like
phenom.
Like Michael Jordan, like Usain Bolt, like Gary Lineker. He's a one-off, and I love him for that. And he's crazy. The man's crazy. So I went to a friend's house, and we were both saying, "Oh, we want to get up in the morning and watch it."
Yeah.
So I stayed over at theirs, and we set the alarm 6 o'clock. Got up in the morning, popped it on, made some scrambled eggs, and thoroughly enjoyed the women's match, which was before it, because it was brutal. Brutal. One woman headbutted a bit of flesh off the other woman's eyelid.
Oh,
it was hanging off. It was absolutely incredible. If you're going to watch any boxing on that whole pay-per-view, it wasn't a pay-per-view, Netflix review, the women's match was incredible. Tyson, Paul, it was sad, to be honest.
How were the eggs, Jimmy Saint?
Incredible. They put loads of butter in them, which really made them sing.
Nice.
But Tyson, when he went out, he tripped a little bit. His legs were a bit slim. He looked wobbly.
Yeah.
I think Jake Paul took it easy on him, to be honest. People are sort of going, well, he didn't go down. He took some whacks, which is something for a man who's 58, I think he is.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's old, isn't he? He's an old man. But we all get old, and it's.
Yeah, but if you watched him on the heavy bags, like, he can still, he'd do us, Stu.
Indeed.
Both of us.
Yes.
Both of us.
Does any part of you think that it was scripted or rigged in any way? Because I have seen footage of where Tyson may have been pulling punches or allegedly, what do you think on that score?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was rigged. I think Jake probably went a bit easy on him.
Do you think Jake could have done him?
I don't know boxing, but he didn't go heavy. He didn't go hell for leather on him. But maybe he was a bit worried of getting close because Tyson has still got a punch in him. He has.
Yeah.
But I think at the end it said like Tyson threw like 17 punches or landed 17 punches.
Yes, I have.
And Jake Paul landed like, I think it was 74 or 80 or something like that. It was like, me and my friend were there going, come on, just go windmilling in, just something, just do something. Because I'll tell you what, especially after watching the match before, and I'm sorry, I don't know who the women boxers were. They were menacing. It was incredible to watch. Blood everywhere. Like, it was terrifying. Neither of them backing down. It was an amazing boxing match. But yeah, Tyson Paul, it was a shame. It was a shame. It was such a big hype, and everyone wanted Tyson just to smack the crap out of him, but he didn't do it.
Won't to be, sadly. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Just speaking about Netflix, are we pumped? Are we getting pumped for a Survivor Series and the fact that wrestling will soon be coming to Netflix, and then I can start watching it again? So I'm very keen to watch it again, but I don't know, for somebody, I have access to it, but it's a right rigmarole to get that access. So just to have it front and center on Netflix is going to be It's so easy, and
Yeah.
I think we've spoke about this before. It's probably going to open it up
Yeah.
to a wide audience of people, lapsed
Definitely.
wrestling fans.
I can't wait. I can't
Mm.
wait. Because I haven't got access to it.
Mm.
The fact that it goes on the network like a few weeks later is just weird. Like, who's going to watch it when it's been on a few weeks later? But I'm looking forward to not paying $9.99 a month for
Yes,
the network, and now I've got it all on Netflix.
indeed.
It's going to be brilliant. They've already emailed me saying soon you won't be able to watch it on the thing.
Yeah.
You need to get Netflix. And already got it, mate. I've already got it, Vince. Don't worry.
So they went out, didn't they? Those emails saying that the network is going to close in January, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's January 1st, I think.
All guns blazing ahead. Is that the term? I don't know. But yeah, WWE coming to Netflix. Can't wait. And yeah, Survivor Series. I mean, I've kind of been watching it from afar, via like YouTube videos or anything on social medias to see what's keeping my ear in. So when that time comes when I can watch it, I'll have a vague understanding of what's going on. And yeah, Survivor Series looks, particularly that bloodline stuff, looks really
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that storyline is still going. They're still going.
Well, there's plenty of Samoans out there, and Punk coming back. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Stu, what else have you been watching this week, sir?
Not to bring the mood down a bit, but we mentioned Netflix, and this is something that has just come out this week on Netflix, and that is Cold Case: Who Killed Jonbenet Ramsey? And this is a documentary series in the style that Netflix do very well about
and
the
people
infamous,
love these.
Yeah, and this is another good one about the infamous Jonbenet Ramsey killing. Bless her, she was a 6-year-old beauty pageant. I forget where from. It's obviously in the US, but I forget which state it was. But she was brutally murdered. I believe it's a cold case, so they still don't know who did it. And there's a lot of, I've only seen the first episode, so there's a lot of the story left to tell. But I guess all I really wanted to say is if you are a fan of, the typical
Little
Netflix
girls being murdered and the murderer not being caught.
Yeah, it's a lovely, heartwarming Christmas fair.
Jesus Christ.
No,
he's out there with what Frosty. Cold Case, another Christmas story. How can you bring this to the table, Stu? We're supposed to be light entertainment. We're supposed to be the Big Breakfast 2.0. You're making me. Oh my God! And I'm watching the homemade video. Stuart Garrard.
Well, Phoenix throwing wild accusations out in the chat. The brother. I mean, there is some suspicions on the family, and this does. You're getting talking heads from the family members. Asking about their experiences, both finding out the tragic news of the death of their daughter and the impending botched, by the looks of things, investigation by the police. It's just one of those really interesting deep dives into a criminal case that Netflix does really well. And if you're a fan of what they've done before, go watch this because it's cracking, very engrossing, very tragic, and trigger warning. There is some difficult subjects to be told in there, obviously, but it is an engrossing bit of TV. So I do recommend that if you're a fan of like crime procedurals, that kind of stuff. Sorry to bring the mood down. But it is really good. It is really good.
I tell you, you're right though, Stu. They do cracking ones on the Netflix, and I firmly remember enjoying the staircase, not the ladder, the staircase. Pushing his wife down the stairs.
The stool. Yeah. No, that was earlier.
That was a good one. And
Merry Christmas. This isn't a Christmas themed episode. We just transitioned from a really good Christmas film to brutal murdering of 6-year-old kids.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
And we segued through Mike Tyson. So we went Christmas, convicted rapist, children murdering. Should we lighten it up a bit?
If you are a fan of police procedurals, I've been watching Cross on Amazon Prime. This is really good.
They've been advertising it a lot.
They have, yeah. It's everywhere. It's on buses. It's on. If you watch anything else on Prime, then you get an advert for it. I've watched two, maybe 3 episodes. So take this as an early opinion, but it is very good. The Alex Frost, David Frost, the Alex Cross books. Are they were written by James? Is it James Patterson? Did he do those? I think he might have done. Yeah, James Patterson, Alex Cross. So he's an investigator who, he's been the star of many films. Kiss the Girls, Along Came a Spider. I think there was it's the Morgan.
So it's like Jack Ryan. Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah. But did he play the same character in both of those films?
Yeah. If you didn't know that,
Kiss the Girls and
Along Came a Spider.
Yeah, I remember them both being in the video shop, but I didn't know they were connected. But I only found out a little while back that Patriot Games and what's the other one?
Clear and Present Danger.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were. Lord. I didn't know because I didn't like Harrison Ford unless he was playing Han Solo or Indiana Jones.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Hunt for Red October as well. That's Alec Baldwin plays Jack Ryan, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then obviously the Jack Ryan TV show with John Cranston. Is that his name?
No, John Krasinski.
That's the one.
And there wasn't there a Jack Ryan film with Chris Pine as well?
There was. I quite enjoyed that actually.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was all right.
The only one I've seen out of all of them was I saw Clear and Present Danger and Hunt for Red October, which was Hunt for Red October was brilliant.
So
Alec Baldwin really looked like he knew how to hold a gun. Really believable as someone who would hold a gun and shoot someone.
Incidentally, there's a lot of guns and shooting in this. First episode, someone gets shot in the head, sniped, pop in the head. Yeah. So Alex Cross played wonderfully by Aldous Hodge, as we can see here. At the start of the first episode, we get a flashback to his wife being murdered. But that's in the first 5 minutes, so that's not a spoiler. And then we kind of then flash forward to a case that he's working on where I think it's like a Black Lives Matter activist gets murdered by a serial killer.
Here we go. Oh God.
Well, that's what I really like about this is there's a lot of kind of cultural and racial undertones to it all. I mean, it's just a great thriller in itself. But there's that added layer in there. He's obviously he's a black investigator. His partner Isaiah Mustafa is also a black investigator. They're partners. There's a lot of they deal with a lot of tensions between the black community that he's a part of and being a police officer, and those tensions there. So that's quite an interesting layer within the show as well, and how he deals with those. He's also dealing with the grief of losing his wife and bringing up his 2 widowed kids. Is that the term? I don't know. Can kids be widowed? No. But they've lost their mother. So there's a lot. Don't laugh.
Sorry. Did you actually think the kids are called widows?
I didn't know. Well, it's my best attempt. I don't know what I should have said.
No, that's fine. So it's sounding good. Keep selling it to me, Stu.
Yeah,
you lost me at the bit where it sounded like it was getting political. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know your views on that.
Hang on.
No.
You're saying like I don't.
Orphaned. Thank you, Phoenix. That is the word, isn't it? Why could I not think of that? Orphaned. Thank you, Phoenix.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it either. I just wanted to pan Stu for saying widowed. It sounds fantastic, Stu.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
How many? 3 or 4 episodes in.
2 or 3, I think. Wonderful performances from everyone. All 4 of those people there. They're all very good. Acted very well, well written. It's very current in a lot of the things it's trying to deal with, like narratively. Like the race relations, Black Lives Matter, all that kind of sensitive topics, and it's not doing it with a sledgehammer, which is what we tend to hate. It's all very well done as part of the wider narrative, and just at the heart of it, it's just a really good engrossing thriller with a serial killer going around killing people, and he has to investigate it. So it's great. It's just kind of got everything. It's it's a genre piece, but it has more to it. It's a bit more layered.
And it's
Very
on
good.
Prime.
It is on Prime.
Hour long an episode.
It is. I don't know how many episodes it is. I
8.
can't tell you. Oh, there you go.
It says in front of us.
Does it? Oh yeah.
Yeah. 8 episodes. It says it underneath everyone. Unless there's an episode without the main characters in it.
Yeah.
Aldous Hodge. What else has he been in?
Oh well, let's have a look, shall we? Where are we?
Yeah, I thought it, and it was going to be a nice. It's going to be a nice segue to what I've been.
There
watching.
you go. Yes.
Yeah, I thought
he is Hawkman. Huh.
Yes, which leads me
Take
to
it away,
my
Jimmy. Take it away.
My pick of the week of what not to watch. Where's it gone? Get it back up here.
Oh yeah, beg your pardon. Yeah,
Black Adam starring The Rock. My God, I've been wanting to watch this for quite some time. Because I'll watch every superhero film. There's not one I'm not going to watch, because I'm a massive nerd. But I've been waiting for this to be free. I wouldn't even pay $1.99 for it on Prime. I was waiting for it to be free because I just heard so many bad things about it, and it's appalling. Have you watched it, Stu?
I haven't, no, but I want to now. If it's that bad,
yeah. Yes. It's definitely worth watching. It'd be good to watch with someone else, so you can laugh at it and joke about it. I mean, there's some quite violent bits. Which this opening scene of this fight, when The Rock turns up after 12 minutes of nothingness. He doesn't turn up straight away. He got 12 minutes of nothingness, and then he turns up and has that fight. That's quite a good fight. He does some serious damage to people, pulling their arms off and melting them.
Yeah.
But then you get a horrible introduction to the Justice Society. And I was like, hang on, I'm watching a Black Adam film. Who the fuck are these people? And you've got Hawkman, you've got Dr. Faith. I think is it Dr. Faith? Not Faith. Fate. Yeah. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Aldous Hodge and Dwayne Johnson are supposed to have like this good bantery rivalry, but both of them just come across as angry idiots. Pierce Brosnan's very weird in it and very, very wispy with his, I can see the future, and there's been many futures, and you don't die yet, and it's just like you're like, come on, spit it out, get on with it, Pierce. This girl, Quintessa Swindle, plays Cyclone. She does nothing throughout the film. And there's another chap in it. I don't know where he is now. He plays Atom Smasher. I think that's his name, Atom Smasher. He's appalling. There he is.
Noah Centineo.
He's just basically doing his best sort of Tom Holland Spider-Man impression. And he can just get really big. And we've already seen that in the Avengers with Ant-Man. The other girl, Cyclone, just turns into colourful wind. There's so much slow-mo in it to try and, I don't know if it's to try and pad it out or make it look cool. The story's bullshit. I can't even say one redeeming thing. I think a lot of people said it was okay, but it's really not. It's really not okay. I'm sorry.
No, I mean that's fine. I mean it was Dwayne's passion project, wasn't it? For a long while,
Yeah.
he wanted to be Black Adam for a good few years.
Oh, I think it's been since like 2008.
Yeah,
like it's been. Yeah,
and he was hyping up, saying that this was gonna save the DCEU or whatever they termed it. The previous version of the DC cinematic universe, and then it came out and then just kind of like flopped massively.
I think it had a decent opening weekend, but then after that it really went downhill. And it sort of killed. It sort of killed the DCU, didn't it? And I mean, I don't know what why can't DC make a good film? They really struggled, didn't they? They really do struggle. Obviously, you get some good Batman films.
Yeah.
And that always seems like that's the common denominator, that Batman, you can get something decent with Batman. And I did really like the Suicide Squad. But everything else is just...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's the fact that they don't have as many characters that I care about. You know, other
Mhm.
than Batman and maybe Superman, I don't really care about the rest. So for
Yeah,
me,
but
it's hard
yeah.
to build a massive universe of films around characters I don't really care about. Whereas Marvel, you had, you know, Spider-Man, Captain America, you had Hulk, all these characters,
I
iconic
would...
characters that I loved and have grown up with.
Yeah, but I
That's
would argue,
Go
I
on.
would argue that, you know, when Marvel started with Iron Man, Iron Man. He was known, but he wasn't a beloved character
Yeah,
like Spider-Man or Superman.
yeah,
And because they didn't have Spider-Man anymore, did they? It was
yeah.
owned by Sony. So they went, right, what have we got? And they took Iron Man and Captain America and Thor, who were known, you know, but they weren't massive pop culture,
That's fair.
you
Yeah,
know, figures. And they just made great films and got the right cast and started a bit small and then got bigger and bigger. And like, who knew the Guardians of the Galaxy before the film?
yeah. Fair point. Fair point.
And they're arguably my favorite
Yeah.
films out of the MCU. So I know what you mean, but I do think DC rush it, and you know, they keep bringing out Batman films. Like, get someone else who's interesting. But and obviously they tried to do it here by having these guys, but Black Adam is just, he can't be hurt. He can't be hurt. So in the opening scene, you're seeing him getting shot by loads of machine guns, and it's just all bouncing off him. And you're like, how am I going to really get behind this guy? He's got no...
I guess they don't manage that successfully. Then they don't. I mean, is he a hero in this, or is he a bad guy? I've never kind of really understood that.
Well,
Or
he
is he an
keeps telling
anti-hero?
you he's not. He keeps telling you he's not a hero. That's what he keeps saying throughout the entire movie. But he doesn't really do any bad stuff.
Right.
He keeps going, "I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero," but he is. And they argue. The arguments they have are ridiculous between the team, because no one's doing anything bad. They go, "Oh, you kill people and you shouldn't kill people," but all of the heroes kill people.
Yeah.
They have to kill people sometimes.
DC has been shit since Dark Knight. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
What are you going to defend?
The third Batman film, the third Nolan Batman film, was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I thought we just meant the Dark Knight trilogy.
Okay.
She
Even
better just mean that.
yeah, the Joker. Oh, hello, Benj. Come on in, mate.
He's
Here he
here.
is.
He's here.
Hello, Benj Meister. How's you? Oh, hold on. Can't hear people. Hello, testing.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, cool, good. How are you,
How's it-
mate? How's your youth? Don't pick your nose live on air.
Oh, live to the nation, Benj. Come on, keep your hands in your pockets.
Hello.
Yeah.
Are you all
Yeah.
right? You good? You feel okay?
It should do where the abscess was.
Yeah.
It's just deflated gum.
Oh, good. So the abscess is gone. Good. Good. Well done. Love you.
Deflated gum.
Yeah.
It's
Love
when
you.
It's when a balloon pops and it gets all
Yeah.
deflated.
Yeah. All the pus is gone.
Oh. I'll tell you what else I don't like about DC, Stu.
Love you, Benj. Bye. Bye.
We've got Joker and Joker 2. We've got the Batman. Look, there's another Joker there. You've got the Penguin TV show. You've got Black Adam. You've got James Gunn now doing this cartoon, which he's saying this is now what canon.
I am excited for
DC
that. I'm
movie.
excited. I'm going to give it a chance.
I'll give it all a chance, but the canon's just a mess. Like Shazam gone now, Aquaman, he's gone, I think. Is it all gone? They're just starting some of Peacemaker is still canon.
Yes.
Apart from when the Justice League turned up at the end.
Yes. It's an important distinction. Everything up until that point is canon. Yeah, it is weird. It's a bit of a mess. I mean, canon is whatever you want it to be, isn't it? I think ultimately in your head. So I'll give this was it creature features?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but I'll give it a go. The trailer actually looked really quite good. We probably should have chosen it for hot takes at some point, but it does look good, and I'll give it a go. I don't know what it's going to be on over here, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? They could always pull out. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to making a good film, isn't it? I think you can argue about the quality of the characters and whether you resonate with them all you like, but I think where the MCU won us over was it just released really good, entertaining films. In that first wave, up until the Avengers, and arguably the quality is diminished somewhat as it's gone on, but it really got us into it because they had some good films, and that's what DC needs to do, isn't it? Just make some good films.
The casting was perfect as well. I'll tell you what, I mean, spoiler alert, after the credits of Black Adam, Superman turns up.
Oh yeah,
and it's
Phoenix,
and it's your man
Henry.
What's his name? Yeah, Henry Cavill. And when he turned up, I was actually quite happy to see him. I was actually, do you know what? He hasn't got he's good at Superman in some respects. He looks like a good Superman. I think that's the best thing about him. He really looks like Superman. But But talking of DCU, Stu, the DC world.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Whilst you move on to that, I'm just going to be back in 1 minute. Okay?
Yes, mate. You fill your boots. We're talking about DC, and I've been getting into my VR gaming, as we know, through videos on the channel about me playing various games with Benjamin. We do have 2 VR headsets in the house, a Quest 3 and a Quest 3S, so we are very privileged in that score. I got the first one because Benj really wanted VR, and then I got jealous that he was using it and I couldn't use it, so I got myself one. That's that out the way. With the Quest 3S, you got a free copy of Batman Arkham Shadow, which is like the latest AAA video game experience for the Quest series of. It's a console at the end of the day. You strap it to your face, but it is a console, for want of a better word. It's where you can play some amazing games on it. And our Batman Arkham Shadow is, now let me get this right, I believe it's a prequel to Arkham Asylum, the beloved Arkham series of games. And this basically is a VR game where you become Batman. The tagline in all the marketing spiel is you can become Batman. And I started to play this the other day, and it is really rather quite good. Let me just get up the page that I want to reference. Here we go. Batman Arkham Shadow. I'll just try to play a trailer in the background if I can.
Can I play this on the Quest 2?
No, it is only available for Quest 3s and above. So your Quest 3 and your Quest 3S. So unfortunately, you are precluded from playing it. But do you know what? I've been a bit skeptical about getting into VR gaming because I'm not one for standing up and getting active whilst I'm playing video games. But this does require you to do that, but it's so fun when you're doing it because you're just beating up fools like you are here, just throwing punches, taking names of goons, throwing batarangs. It's got everything in an Arkham game. It is a fully it's the next installment in the Arkham series, and those games are brilliant. I don't know if you've played them, Jimmy. The Arkham Asylum. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's one of the few games I've completed. Arkham Asylum.
Wow. This is a prequel to that game, so it's set before the events of that film, and trying to take down the Rat King, who has taken over. He's running riots in Gotham, and specifically, I think Blackgate Prison. So I think that's the place where most of the game takes place. Forgive me, I'm not that early into it, so I don't know that 100%. But as a VR game, it's so immersive. I mean, you got the detective vision. You know, you kind of just tap your headset and you go into detective mode where it highlights things in that kind of like blue computer graphic where it'll highlight objects and stuff, and you have to solve puzzles and all this kind of business. It's got everything an Arkham game has, but with the added immersion that you are Batman. You know, you look down at your shadow and you see that the cowl, you see the ears. You look at your hands and you've got Batman's fists. Yeah, you know, VR isn't for everyone. I get that, but when it gets it right, it is just an amazing experience. And this is, this is probably the best VR game I've played.
You sound like me when I played Vader Immortal.
Yeah, I mean, we've got that, and you know, it's giving very similar feelings. You know, when that first time you meet Vader, who's bloody tall in the game.
Yeah, and you hear his leather squeaking as he comes towards you.
Yeah,
it's scary. It's intimidating.
It is very intimidating. Yeah.
But when you light your lightsaber, you can feel the vibrations, and it's great.
There is something about VR that is just kind of that next level of entertainment. Yeah, I'm loving it. This game is fantastic. If you get a 3S, like I say, you get this at the moment. You get this bundled in with it, so it's a free game essentially with your headset. Otherwise, I think it's about 30 quid to purchase. Yeah, it's a fully fledged Arkham game in VR. I don't know how long it is. I know Midian has completed it, Renaissance Man alumni, and he absolutely loved it. Yeah, so if you've got a Quest that can run this, then get involved because it is so good, so atmospheric. Yeah, well, it does really well. So just one last thing, the Arkham games are really good at kind of telling story, kind of with the world, whether it was just a newspaper on the table or a radio announcement or something like that. And this does all that, but it's made even more immersive because you're like experiencing it all in VR. You know, you can pick up the paper and read it. You can, you know, there's a radio in the corner that you can pick up and it's playing. You know, there's an interview on there talking about, I don't know, the Rat King and what he's been up to and all this kind of stuff. It's great. It's got all that Arkham world building stuff, but just enhanced so much because, you know, you're in VR and experiencing it for real. You know, it is great. It's great. Yeah.
Sounds it, man. That sounds incredible.
Incredible. Yeah. There we go.
Stu, and talking of franchises that have been around since the 40s.
You're on fire tonight.
I hear you've got some news about Wicked, which is, of course, from the Wizard of Oz.
Wicked.
Universe.
Do you know the Wicked has? I think it's out this week. I really want to see Wicked. I love a musical.
Me too.
I've never seen Wicked. I don't really know much about it, but I've bought into the hype. They've won me over, and I want to go see this with Amanda and probably Benj, to be honest. Yeah, and I just want to bring it up because, you know, it is the big release at the moment, and it's in terms of ticket pre-sales, I think, or certainly like first week box office. It's up there with becoming one of the, if not the, highest grossing Broadway films. I think that's what they're saying here. Yeah, let's go to the BBC article. Wicked proves popular as opening set to be biggest for Broadway film. There you go. Projected to have the top grossing opening weekend of any Broadway musical adaptation ever in the UK and Ireland, as well as North America. $114 million. That's 90.6 million pounds on its opening weekend in North America. Wow, that's
big.
That is big, and it's getting good. A critical acclaim as well. There's Oscar buzz.
Of course there is.
But I can't wait to see it. It looks great. The trailers were fantastic. I can't get the songs out of my head. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Friend of mine went to see it, Stu.
And
listener of the show, Lucy Hurst, went to see it.
Lucy?
With her kids. She said it was long but magical.
I have heard it's long, and it's only one half of the musical, I believe. There's going to be a second part.
Yeah, it's going to be. And I said it is a two-part, so I was concerned that the end wouldn't wrap something up. You know, like I don't. Dune felt like it sort of finished at the wrong place, part one, but she said no, there's definitely a good ending to this first one, and yeah, she said it was great. She said if you're taking kids though, make sure it's kids that can pay attention for nearly 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay, duly noted. Thank you for that tip. Pro tip.
I'm gonna go. Definitely.
Are you okay? You want to go see it? That's good. Nice.
Oh yeah, I love a musical.
Did you know the ruby slippers are silver in the book? I believe there's silver in this film as well. I'm sure I've seen in the trailer that the slippers are silver.
Yeah, I think because it was something to do with rights. It was something to do with the rights of the ruby slippers, so they have to be different companies own different parts of the film or the book and stuff like that. So it's why, like in Gotham, the TV show Gotham, they could never use the name the Joker. So even though they had the Joker character, they just called him Jay or things like that, but they could never use the name.
MGM just made that shit up to make it look fancy in color. Well,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Misery guts, isn't she tonight? What other Broadway screen adaptations have there been? Cats.
Well,
I don't know.
Hold on, lots. Les Mis. What,
Yeah.
Hang on. What did you say? What spurred on this anger from her? Question: how many?
Because the story says Wicked is projected to have the top grossing opening weekend of any Broadway musical adaptation.
All right. Okay. She's taking a piss at them, not you. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Cats. Yeah. Good joke. She's right. I've always wanted to see the stage show of Wicked. I've heard very good things, and I do like the song Gravity.
Yeah. Yes. I can't wait to see it. I actually find time. It's my birthday on Friday. Perhaps I'll go on my birthday.
On your own?
Oh, with Amanda. We're both off.
Yeah.
You see, we're gonna ship Benj right off to school and then go and enjoy the day together.
Oh, do you know what? Sometimes I used to do this. You go to the cinema at like 9:30 in the morning. Get your cinema done, and then you go for a lovely lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a joy! Five Guys or something.
Cheers to that, Jimmy Saint. Yep.
Beautiful. Wicked. I want to see it. Did you know, Stu? I'm Facebook friends with.
Oh God.
Ariana Grande. Is it Ariana Grande or is that a coffee?
No,
Ariana
I believe. Yep, you're correct with that. I highly doubt that you are, but there you go.
Let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
I'm friends with Ariana Grande's brother.
Oh, right.
On Facebook.
Yeah. Okay.
Frankie Grande.
That's more believable.
Well, it's true. I met him in New York because he was a producer on the play that I went to see because my friend was in it. Yeah. We hung out with him a few times. He tried to kiss one of my friends. I won't say which one, but he's a listener of the show. He comes on regularly. Tried to kiss my friend in the taxi. And that's not a euphemism. And my friend said, no, thanks. And he got out the taxi. But we don't think he did say no, thanks.
Yeah, the real Frankie. Apparently so. Well, no, I do believe you this time. I do believe you. I do believe.
I remember. I went to his apartment.
Oh yeah,
to a party at his apartment. Yeah.
Well,
he did his Gollum impression.
Okay.
It was very good, but embarrassing.
Jimmy the Saint, did you know that the Skeleton Crew is out next week?
The TV show, the Star Wars TV show starring Jude Law, that looked great in the trailer.
Yes, Goonies, but in Star Wars.
Yeah, I didn't know it was out next week.
Yeah, they brought the release forward to the 2nd of December. So when is it? That is Monday. It's out on Monday. Yeah, I think there's a new. I've linked to a YouTube, so I think there's a new a release date trailer. You know, they tend to do these things, don't they? So I thought we'd take a look at it. This isn't a hot take, but it's just it's I mean, new Star Wars is always noteworthy, I think.
Yes, I like the fact it comes out on Mondays. I hate things when they come out on Fridays.
Yeah,
it really annoys me.
Whether they do a 2-episode premiere, I don't know. They tend to with these things, don't they?
Yeah, they will.
So let's watch this. Let's see because I haven't really paid much attention to any of the guff from Disney about this. So
Me neither.
let's have a look. Remember a time? I do remember a time. What, when Star Wars was good?
Remember a time when anything felt possible?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, when Star Wars was good.
What if it was?
We can go anywhere we want.
You can see grand adventures even in a rotten galaxy like this.
Is there music playing in this?
Yeah, can you not hear it?
Yeah, I'm not getting. I'm just getting the talking. Come on.
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 2nd, only on Disney+.
Okay, yeah, fine.
2 episodes. 2 episodes.
Well, folks, we have an update
Who's
to
this fella? That's Nintendo Prime. We don't want him.
Nice comment from Phoenix there.
I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah. I don't know. It looks all right. I don't know what to expect now with Star Wars stuff. Could go
Yeah,
either way.
I expect nothing from Star Wars stuff now.
Yeah.
I expect crap, really. Same with Marvel stuff. I'm not excited about any upcoming Star Wars or Marvel things, apart from I'm looking forward to seeing Downey Jr. back as Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I think
But-
that's interesting.
As we experienced with Agatha, we don't necessarily need to be hyped up to then enjoy the said piece, do we? It can just come out and surprise us. We'll probably watch it anyway.
Yeah.
More so if someone recommends it, like I did to you. But yeah, I think it's fine not to buy into the hype. Just it's gonna. Well, I say it's going to live on the network on the Disney Plus forever, but chances are it won't these days. They'll just whip it off if it's shit.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and I saw, talking of Disney, I saw an interesting poster where they have. I don't know if you can bring it up if you find it. They've replaced She-Hulk. It was an Avengers poster, and it had She-Hulk and Nick Fury, Scarlet Witch. Is the Scarlet Witch, isn't it? The Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
Like Shang-Chi, and it had She-Hulk in it. But then they've changed it recently, and it now has Deadpool instead of She-Hulk in that place.
Good.
I think they may have pulled the trigger on She-Hulk.
Yeah. Is that any loss?
No, I'm pretty sure she had filmed some stuff for Deadpool as well.
Oh, she did, and they cut it, didn't they? Ryan Reynolds sent, "Nope, get her
Yeah.
out." She weren't happy.
And
Oh,
didn't she
Tatiana
try and
wasn't happy.
sue?
I don't know, but
I think you have a look. I think she tried to sue Disney for her stuff being pulled. I really liked her as an actress. I think she's great.
So
there we go.
This is from a rando YouTube channel, but they're discussing the differences between.
No. Critical Drinker isn't a rando.
Oh, is it? Who is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's a Critical Drinker. Yeah. It's like he's massive. Yeah. So as you can see, She-Hulk gone, Deadpool in.
Deadpool in. Yeah. Is that a poster? It doesn't look very good. I could have knocked that up on my my software.
It's a weird group there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a weird, like you're going, is that what we've got left?
Oh wait, okay. So is this the Disney Plus like banner that they have for the Marvel stuff?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. And they've removed She-Hulk and brought in Deadpool. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, yeah, Shang-Chi. Yeah, okay. Are these really the biggest names we've got left? Christ.
Yeah. Well, Wolverine's not in there because they're probably waiting to do something with him. Obviously, we've got the Fantastic Four coming. I guess these are the sort of the leftovers that they're going. We will do something with them.
Whatever.
We will do something with them. We promise.
And he sells coffee. Shame on me. Blah 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 blah. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, he sells coffee. Does he? The drinker?
He's
Very funny.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Phoenix. I wouldn't have bothered before your glowing review. Well, that's why we do what we do.
It was great. She was fantastic. Well, actually, they were all fantastic. They were all brilliant.
That is interesting.
Every actor in it.
In a way, I guess that does kind of show Disney's direction where they want to focus, doesn't it? You know, focus away from She-Hulk or characters of that tier. And I mean, I can understand bringing Deadpool in. He's huge, isn't he?
It's going to be very interesting having Deadpool in a movie with lots of other people.
Mm.
My thought is, and I know a lot of purists of Deadpool will not like this, but my thought would be to take away the fourth wall breaking if he's in a film with lots of other people.
Yeah.
Because
tone it down, certainly, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I mean, maybe one, but keep get him involved with the group, because when he's outside of it, I mean, it worked with Wolverine. That was fine. Because you only just had Wolverine. But in a big group, it really, those little winks to the nods to the camera could come across as very arrogant, and you want him in the team, don't you? You want him part of something.
Yeah. It will be interesting how they, integrate him properly into the MCU, because it was still very much a Fox Marvel film, wasn't it? I think at its heart, Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, it will be interesting.
What do you think they should do, Stu? Do you think some names would be useful, bringing some big names in to play characters, or do you think do what they did before, where they took people like Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth and Brie Larson, or not big, actors who have done a few bits, and then you build them up? I don't know. I think they need some names to bring people back. Like Downey Jr. is a Hail Mary, but obviously it will bring people back to watch it.
Yeah, I think personally, I think I would agree with that opinion. I think having some marquee actor names in there. I think the trouble is, who's left at this point?
I know, right?
Cruise,
I mean, getting Harrison,
maybe, yeah,
getting Harrison Ford, is good.
DiCaprio,
good.
him in there, Depp.
Well, yeah, you've got your sort of A-listers, haven't you? Those people up there. Clooney, he's Batman, isn't he?
Yeah, he was. I don't know. He might want to do it again.
Pitt was in Deadpool, wasn't he? Pitt was in the second Deadpool movie.
Was he?
Yeah, he played.
I haven't seen Deadpool 2. That's why I know. That's why I had so many problems trying to think what the hell was going on with Deadpool, because Deadpool and Wolverine, because I hadn't seen 2.
Why didn't you watch it before?
I don't know. I do these things.
Well,
I haven't watched Beetlejuice.
Yeah, you haven't watched Beetlejuice. I know you haven't watched Beetlejuice. Oh my god! Well, watch Deadpool 2. It's good. It's good fun. Well, it's good fun. But you'll see Brad Pitt in it.
Yeah, I like Phoenix. Get some more Home and Away Neighbours cast in there. Maybe some EastEnders as well. Yeah, chuck in. I don't know. Is Dot still alive? She could be Aunt May.
Wolverine's corpse.
Yeah, I like it. Ex soap stars. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Is there a problem to solve? They seem to be doing all right and making money.
Well, no. Loads of them were flops. Loads of the films, and when I say flops, I mean these films have to double their budget to make money.
True. I think just make less of them and make them take your time with them. That's probably what I would do. Make us want them more.
Make them cheap. Make them cheaper as well.
Well, yeah, all that. Just.
I dread to think what the budget was for Black Adam. I'm going to check.
Pat Black Butcher. Adam. Pat. Yes. Pat. Yeah, he could Pat play like Colossus. A new Colossus.
Black Adam budget was 195 million.
Interesting. Okay. Welcome, Metal Maniac. How are you, my friend? Get Gambit his own movie. Yeah, Gambit was good. Even though I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah, but they could tone that down if they did it.
Yeah, there we go. What are you looking at? What are you looking for?
Just Black Adam. I know it's not Marvel, but just a lot of these films, if they don't double, any film, if it doesn't double its budget, it doesn't make money.
Yeah.
It just wipes its nose, so they're pointless. But I think you need some stars. Get some stars in. Al Pacino.
Oh yeah, De Niro, Pacino.
Yeah, playing Blade.
Professor X. Pacino is Professor X. Yeah, why not?
Imagine that. Oh, Magneto! Oh, where's Rogue? She got a great ass.
Brilliant. Just, oh, that is very good. Very good.
Did I actually do a decent impression?
Mate. Mwah!
Actually nailed one.
Magnificent. That was really quite
Thanks.
good.
I'll put it on the CV.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's enough of the Week in Geek. We're talking about movies, so now why don't we react to another trailer in a segment we call Hot Takes. Here we are, Hot Takes, that moment of the show where we react to the latest cinematic trailers. And I say latest, I think this might have been out for a few days, if not a couple of weeks. But let's say it has released between the two shows. And it's the Minecraft movie trailer. Have you seen this, Jimmy? Minecraft movie
what, a new
trailer.
one or the original trailer?
The new one.
No.
There's a new one. Trailer 2. Well, here we are. I'll bring it to you.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Tell me about it.
I like the look of the Minecraft movie. I really do. I love the Minecraft game. It looks like I say that, but it does feel like they're doing the old Jumanji thing where it's let's take these people from real world and shove them into the Minecraft world. See what happens.
Yeah,
which I think I'm fine with. I think I'm fine with that.
Well,
Hilarity
Minecraft
can
hasn't got like a protagonist, does it?
Well, you got Steve, but that's about it.
Yeah, but like I'm guessing that's in like Minecraft Legends or one where there's an actual levels to game. But in Minecraft, it's just you build something, don't you?
Yeah, I mean there is a lore to Minecraft. There is a story of sorts within that, and it feels like the film is going to encapsulate a lot of that. But like I say, it does feel like they're focusing a lot on let's take these people who aren't usually in that world and put them into that world. You know, it's your Star Trek, The Voyage Home. Let's shove Spock into 80s San Francisco type plot point. Which I love. I mean, I love Star Trek: The Voyage Home. Is it The Voyage Home?
It's your It's your fish out of water. Your fish out of water story.
Yes, and I like that. I'm gonna say I like it, and I like this trailer.
It gives you're the person going into the weird world, aren't you? You're following that person. That they are your eyes and ears.
Yeah. So let's key this up. This is trailer 2 of a Minecraft movie. Neil says, I have not seen this. Or strap yourself in, Neil. Phoenix says, this is going to be awful, but the kids will love it. You have taken I don't know, you are very negative tonight. I'm not liking your energy. Yeah, Ben's just in this, and I mean, he's usually my frame of reference for things. And because I live vicariously through him. And he loves to look at this. So let's watch a Minecraft movie, the official trailer 2.
Take 2.
I am Steve. As a child, I yearned for the mines, but something always got in the way.
Go on! Get out of here!
But the call of the mines was too strong. So one day, I started digging and digging until I found this. A wonderland where anything you can imagine is possible. As long as what you imagine can be built out of blocks. Atta boy!
Where are we?
Wait, who are you again?
Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. Gamer of the Year 1989. Whatever. I barely think about it.
Oh, Momoa.
Welcome to the overworld. Anything you can dream about here, you can make.
Now let's have some fun. This place makes no sense.
Don't I know it? There are dark forces who want to destroy this world. If we want to stop them, we're gonna need to create something amazing. Let's go to the stash.
This is our decision. Nothing we can do. We've got the vision. Now let's have some fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's this junk?
An ender pearl. Teleports you to wherever you throw it.
Yeah, right.
And that was the only one I had. No biggie.
We were fated to pretend.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing you need to know.
Great. Now it's dark. Does that feel quick to anyone else?
Now, granted, there's a lot of people just standing about reacting to things. That's my only concern. They don't seem to be doing anything.
No, there didn't seem to be a story or a...
3 of the people just
plot.
didn't move throughout the trailer. But I think I think this could be both a blessing and a curse. I think if you're really into Minecraft, you're going to love that. My concern is if you're not into Minecraft, you're not going to love it, and you're not going to think or know what the hell's going on, or appreciate it, or it's, I don't know. Well, it could go either way.
I will definitely watch it because my kids are all into Minecraft and they know all the stuff and they can talk me through it as we go. Was there any jokes in that? I don't know because I'm not getting the music. I didn't know if some of the
how are you not?
words.
Did you get any of the speech?
What speech?
Like, could you hear the characters talking?
Yeah,
but no music.
No, I don't get music. But was there any jokes? Did my sound cut out any jokes apart from him throwing the teleport ball?
Yeah, which is a very I think Minecraft specific gag. I think.
Why is that?
But because those pearls are quite hard to achieve in the game, so
right.
The joke being, oh, he's just tossed one away as if it was nothing.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd be great. I quite like the look of it. I like how the things look. People were moaning because they were a bit blobby, weren't they? That they weren't square enough.
I'm sure some people probably were moaning about the look of it, like they did the Sonic movie, I don't know if they've made any aesthetic changes. Possibly, who knows? She's doing my head in. Exactly what I just said. Well, whatever, Phoenix.
Well, I think
you're right.
We should all look forward to it, and I can't wait to hear your review of it, Stu.
Yeah, we'll go. I probably will. If it's anything like Hot Frosty, then I will love it.
Your new favorite film.
Yep. That was a Minecraft movie, the trailer for which we have just reacted to. What's Neil saying? Neil says Simon, that's his little boy. He says the second trailer is much better than the first, and it has a lot less dislikes. Interesting.
I think there were some complaints that Steve didn't look like Steve, right? He looked like Jack Black.
Well, it's kind of unavoidable if you hire Jack Black.
Well, I know.
I get that. Yeah, he could have shaved for the part.
But when you see him as a kid, he looks a bit more like Steve.
Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, Steve in the sense that he wears the same clothes as Steve, and that's about it.
I don't think he's the right choice for Steve, and I don't even know who Steve is. Surely you want someone younger, don't you?
Well, I don't know. Steve, I don't feel like Steve has been a very fleshed out character in the Minecraft lore, quite honestly. So I think he could be he's you basically in the game, so he could be anyone could play him. But then I guess should you've got like an unknown to play him, like
he looks terrible.
He does look. He looks like he's just rocked up to set that day, and they've shoved him in a Steve costume from Playmates or whatever it is, or from Amazon.
Or he came in for his costume fitting like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
and he hasn't really cared or cut
Yeah.
his hair or anything, or
Mhm.
he looked awful.
Just
Jason
rolling on.
Momoa looked awful as well. That costume was horrible. I don't know, it looks horrible, actually. It looks horrible.
We changed
I
our
hate
mind.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks shit. No, I'll go watch it and probably enjoy it, like you say. There we go. That was Hot Takes. Thank you, Jim and the Saint, for your views and your hottest takes. It's time to wrap the show up in a segment we call And Finally. There we are. It's a pretty good one.
Do you know what, Stu?
Yeah.
You just forgot about that. A friend of mine told me that she finds Trevor McDonald really attractive the other day. It made me go, and that's a proper that's Trevor McDonald, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not as good as
Wow.
my Pacino, but I'll give it a go. I gave it a go. And finally, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's possible. Well, I think I've had a good
Better
show.
when I've got the full blackface on.
Yeah. It's a pretty good show, but let's round it off in suitable style with a couple of news articles I've found from the internet. The first being, Jimmy the Saint pointed this out for me. It's the charity shop. A charity shop that mistakenly sold butt plugs, sex toys, labeling them as door handles. Handles for
This
doors.
was sent to me by a friend, listener of the show. I think it was Lucy Hurst again, actually. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But bless them, like you take your average sort of charity shop worker.
I could see why they thought that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you would attach them to the door. I mean, there's no thing for the screws. But what else would you think they were?
I think no idea. What interests me is they've got two the same.
Yeah.
You'd think if you was going to buy a selection like two
His and hers.
plugs, you'd mix it up. His and hers. You nailed it.
Nailed
His
it.
and hers.
Anyway,
I'll take them.
Yeah. Well, let's delve into the story like a butt plug delving within. A charity shop worker was left red-faced after she was told 2 doorknobs she was selling were in fact a pair of sex toys. Oh, they were his and hers. The his and hers butt plugs were a bargain on the shelves for only £2.
That is a bargain.
For the pair at the unidentified RSPCA branch in North Yorkshire. That seems like it's narrowing it down. That feels like Alan Partridge outing Domingo from
Little Otley.
Yeah. Is there only one RSPCA branch in North Yorkshire? There could be more, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, but when a customer walked in and spotted the unusual delight, they quickly realised they were no ordinary doorknobs. The customer assistant, aged in her 70s, couldn't believe what she was being selling and immediately withdrew the items from the shelf. Why? Why should they be shamed?
No.
Just sell them.
Or put the price up.
Yeah. Oh, the RSPCA will still take that £2 off your hands, won't they?
Yeah.
I asked the shop assistant if she knew what they were, and she said she thought they were tiny little doorknobs or knobs for a drawer or a cabinet. I explained what they actually were. Yeah, you shove them up your arse.
Shove them up to a bum.
Yeah. I explained what they actually were, not without blushing bright red, and then it would be a good idea to put on rubber gloves and put them straight in the bin. That seems like a waste.
Jesus.
Her colleague, who was quite a bit younger, came out of the staff room, saw the items and shouted, "Oh my God, that's a butt plug."
That's great.
Yeah, and it goes on. But yeah, they're now in the bin, which I feel is a bit of a shame, to be honest. But there we go.
Yeah, I do. And Miss Phoenix as well, saying £2 for the pair. She's yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, took them home for
She withdrew the items from the shelf and slipped them into her pockets for safekeeping.
She slipped them into her prison purse and took them home. Dirty cow. £2. I would have bought them just for the jollies. For £2, you can't afford not to buy them.
Exactly.
Just drop them in people's pints.
There you go. Thank you for that, Jimmy Saint and
Lucy.
Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. All right, what's next? Oh, this is a good one. This is an audible one.
Okay.
So we do need. God knows if you'll hear it with your laptop.
Yeah.
But this is recording of what a mummy's voice would have sounded like. Leaves presenters in stitches. So a team of scientific researchers have been able to recreate the voice from a 3,000-year-old mummy. But be warned, it's probably not what you're expecting. Mummies have long held a strange fixation over the living ever since their discovery. It goes on to explain Egyptomania, which is that a thing? Clearly.
Yeah, similar to WrestleMania.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the crux of this. Here we go. Again, this is Leeds again. It's all kicking off in Leeds. Back in 2020, a team of research scientists in Leeds were able to successfully 3D print the mouth and vocal cords of a mummy named Nesiamun, a priest who is believed to have lived between 1099 and 1069 BC.
Good times.
Take a listen to the recreation of his voice here. Now, I've listened to this, and it's not what I expected. But there is a link back to Minecraft for those who play Minecraft, and I know there are some of us in the chat. I want you to shout out what you think this sounds like. For Jimmy, that's pointless, but
yeah. Before you play it, so they're 3D printed off their mouth and the vocal cords.
Yes.
I wonder if they've done tests where they've 3D printed like their own to see if it comes out sounding like how they would speak, like you did with the AI.
True. That I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, you'd think being scientists, they would have had some kind of
what they call control.
Yes, control. Yes.
The control group.
Yeah.
Let's hope they did.
Yeah. That GCSE science wasn't wasted, was it?
No.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Patel.
Right. Well, let's listen. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it. There you go.
Okay.
It just sounds like the disappointing something. If I've done something disappointing for Amanda, she's got. Yes, Neil. It sounds like it does. Sounds like a Minecraft villager.
That's what?
Yeah. Should we do it again? Let's do it again. Here we go. Let's replay it.
That's rubbish. They should be able to load that into an AI now and get the AI to talk.
Yeah.
They really haven't put much effort in.
Clearly, mummies from 1069 BC were very... Shut up. We're very disappointed in things.
Well,
I hear that a lot.
And is that the noise we're finishing the show on?
Yep.
We finished with a whimper and not a bang.
How much did this cost? Probably... It's still going. Probably... Probably thousands.
Oh my God. Shut up.
I'm just gonna leave it on. It's been a cracking show. Let's thank those in the chat for joining us. Neil, thank you. It does sound a bit snooty. I'm going to play it again. We should go out to this. Neil, thank you. Phoenix, as always, thank you. Who else has joined us? It's really annoying. Metal Maniac, thank you, sir. Biggity tip, thank you very much. It's like they're giving critique to the people's names. Yeah, shut up. I think that's it. I'm gonna play it again. We're going out to this. Going out to it. Jimmy the Saint.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time this evening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been fine.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, don't forget to like and follow and subscribe and all that good stuff.
My God.
Oh yes, it'll be as Neil says. I won't play it again. It'll be interesting to see what the AI podcast says about this. Do share that, Neil. Do let us know what they have found.
Oh yeah. Oh, we should share it and we should put it on the channel.
We should we should monetize that shit. Yeah. Sounds like one of my dad's farts. Yeah. Very disappointing whimper.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks for everyone in the chat. Until next time, please take care. And goodbye. Goodbye.